So... we have to break Snoopy away from chaos. I'm going to ban words. Okay. While Snoop talks. He's... I don't know if he... he might start to... Okay, here are our options. Either, when you do that, he's either going to be like, what the hell's wrong? He's going to think either his laptop or his phone is broken. And that'll probably last him like a good minute or two. And then he'll be like... And then he'll wait to see if we use it. And then if you use it and a few other mods use it, he'll be like, what the hell's going on? And then he'll probably put it together because he's... ever since Sora became a moderator and took his sword from him, he's been pretty aware of of the limits we've been going to force him to change his as the song goes, change his evil ways. But either way, an intervention is an intervention, so we'll see what happens. Like I always say, for science. Anyway, back to Steins Gate. That, and I think you'll make a good test subject. Now you're talking like CERN. Completely different. How so? I only experiment on you. Besides, man, scientists experiment on themselves all the time, don't they? I guess. I'm no longer afraid to time leap. I'll do anything to save my Yuri. It's just a joke. Don't take it so seriously. There's not much time. I think you should have a clear plan before trying to change the future again. Meaning? Leap to an even earlier time. Then explain the situation to me again. Ursu's right. It's important to devise a plan. Up until now, my actions have been random, and they've gotten me nowhere. Maybe if I prepare myself better, I might start to enact some change. Let's go. Taking her hand, I rise to my feet. So we're gonna go further than a couple hours? I understand why you can't tell Mayuri. Why can't you tell Hashida? I'll tell him when it's necessary. It's certainly not necessary right now. Besides, I don't have time to explain. I've already turned the 42-inch CRT on. They'll throw you in the slammer for breaking and entering. In a few seconds, it won't have happened. I see, that's how it looks from your perspective. What does it look like from my perspective? What happens here after you leap? You'll know soon enough. Consciousness travels to the past. That I know from my experience. What about the body I leave behind? I could be so fascinated by the structure of the universe, but now I don't really care. All that matters is saving my Yuri. What's wrong? Nothing, I was just thinking. Maybe it works like a D-mail. The instant we send a D-mail, the present changes around us. Thanks to reading Steiner, only I remember what it was like before the change. That would make things easier, though I kinda hope you're wrong. Because you can't collect data if you can't record the change. Exactly. I set the destination to 5 hours ago. We should arrive around 1:40 p.m. I completed the time leap machine just after 2, do you remember? Barely. Might be a mere 5-hour difference for Kurisu, but since I've lived through it over and over again, 2 o'clock feels like it was hundreds of hours ago. Jesus, hundreds? He banged him so hard he leaps through time to save her in time for Valentine's Day. Right? It's funny how the world works. Nobody likes a man who can't remember dates. We Thankful that I make a habit of checking the time. I have a pretty good idea what happened when. Kurisu finishes typing and turns to face me. Listen, Okabe, if you're going to keep using the time leap machine, there's one thing you must remember. Don't let go of your phone. Ever. It's your lifeline, your destination marker. As long as you keep it with you, you can leap to any time you want. If you lose your phone, if someone else gets a hold of it, and if I live to that time, my memories could overwrite theirs. Don't want to imagine what might happen next. If it breaks or the battery dies, I won't be able to leap to that time. If it breaks, then I can get a new phone with the same number. There will still be a period of time to which I can never leap. The time leap will fail. Once again, never let go of your phone. Got it. If you leap back to this afternoon, just sit tight and don't do anything until I complete the time leap machine. If you accidentally prevent me from completing the machine, it will likely wreak havoc with the timeline. As soon as I finish, declare that we will not experiment, then send everyone home. Ask me to stay, tell me the truth. If you say you came from the future, I'll probably believe you. How do you know? Who knows me better than myself? Forget. It was my mad skills that turned the phone wave into a time leap machine. You told me about your time leap. I took it as proof that my theories were right. I was happy it succeeded. I really was. I didn't doubt it was true for a second. I see. Just to be safe, I should probably give you a passphrase. What I want the most right now is my own fork. What? Doesn't mean anything, okay? Want your own fork? I already have my own spoon. Wait, that doesn't matter. Everything's ready. Now get out of here. Be careful and remember, I'm always on your side. Gonna work this time. These sensations never get any easier to endure. By the way, I look at the clock, it's 1:46. What was I doing then? Time leap machine will be finished in about 15 minutes. Happy Valentine's Day, James. Oh, dang. You're right. Happy Valentine's Day, Dimkara. I know... Snoopy. No. Damn it. Snoopy's old Padawan. Cheeto! He also told me to tell everyone that came to the stream, Happy Valentine's Day. He lives in the future, so... when I stream later today... God, it's so weird when I say tomorrow. When we're already in the next day. I mean, I won't be streaming tomorrow, but... later, Valentine's evening. I'm just gonna... Time travel. Time travel is hard, everybody. I'm just gonna continue with Steins Gate. The time leap machine will be finished in about 15 minutes. All I need are some final adjustments. So there's nothing to do for me to do. Oh wait, we're gonna go travel in time. Oh yeah, gotta go back in time. Ocarine, can you come here? We need some Huey Lewis in the time. Can you hold this for me? Spread it like flap. Oh yeah, for cosplay thing. If I could turn back time. Oh, that's so good. I forgot about that. Damn it, Deadpool. Should have remembered. I follow my Yuri's directions and spread the costume out by its sleeves. Time after time. If you're lost. Okay, thanks. All done. I I said something here, didn't I? What was it? I can't remember. Yeah, I had the time of my life. Perfect. Well, some Michael Jackson. Do you remember the time? I finished before Christian. We were racing. You win, Mayuri. Congratulations. I'm finished too. Complete. Alright, that's my cue. We're not experimenting. Huh? Crap, was that too soon? I just finished and you're already shutting it down? What have I been doing these past 3 days? Time leaping presents a host of problems. I want to consider them all carefully. Huh? That's an unusually respectable opinion coming from you. Summertime and living is easy. Damn. Oh, that's good. Damn it. I don't think I have anything. Damn it. I think you've bested me. Is there another time? Nope. I know there's more, but damn it. Yep, yep. Maybe you'll win next time. Yeah. I mean, like, I can think of songs that are about time, but they don't have time in the title. I don't know. I am the traveler of both time and space, to be where I have been. Whoa, whoa. That's all I got. You get my fun? Oh yeah. That's an unusually respectable opinion coming from you. Problems? I thought it was done. I'll explain it later. Everyone's tired, so let's go home. Am I going to have a party to celebrate? We'll do that another day. What? You upset? Yeah. Probably because I shut her down right after she finished the time leap machine. She'll feel relieved later, but only after she has time to fully consider its implications. I came from 5 hours in the future. Is that supposed to be funny? Don't glare like that. This isn't right. You're supposed to believe me. What made you think I'd believe something like that? You told me so. 5 hours from now, okay? Don't be ridiculous. I would never make such a baseless projection. I'd like to have a word with future Kurisu. This is how you're going to be, then you leave me no choice but to quote the word. Quote you word for word. When I told you about my time leap, you said, I took it as proof that my theories were right. I didn't doubt it was true for a second. Don't forget, it was my mad skills that turned the phone wave into a time leap machine. I don't talk like that. What you want most right now is your own fork. What? You already have your own spoon, apparently. She said that? I'm gonna kill myself 5 hours from now. Whatever's going on there, seems she believes me now. It's like someone peeked into my heart, and someone is Okabe, of all people. What does she think I'm gonna do? But I think I believe you. Tell me the details. Oh, we're gonna save her. I explained everything to Kurisu again. I'm able to organize my thoughts better since this is my second time. I see. If what you say is true, then we have a serious problem. There are 5 hours until Mayuri's death. By the way, his name is Okabe. Okabe? Damn. Well, that's gonna be rough to break this habit. Okabe? 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 Lol. We need to come up with a plan before then. I'll just call him Hoin Kiyoma. I think I have that. Okabe. Oh, okay. Okabe. Okabe? Future me said that the chronology protection conjecture holds, but I don't think it's quite right. That conjecture says that according to quantum theory, time travel is impossible due to the danger of disrupting causality. When you time leap, there's no chance of a time paradox occurring. Both of me don't exist at the same time, and I can't bring anything with me to the past. All that changes are the memories stored in my temporal lobe. I was right. The universe itself is censoring me, correcting any changes I try to make. If that's true, then time leaping can't save Mayuri. Nothing you do will change the result. Damn. Can't accept that. Neither can I. The world is trying to kill Mayuri. As a scientist, I refuse to believe such nonsense. What about the many worlds interpretation? I just need to observe the world where Mayuri doesn't die. The many worlds interpretation. It might have something to do with how Mayuri's means of death keeps changing. But it's supposed to be impossible for parallel worlds to observe each other. Why are you different? Because of my Esper power, reading Steiner. There's no time for your Chunibayu nonsense. No other explanation. You mentioned that reading Steiner thing before. Were you actually serious? Would I make something like that up? Or D-mail experiments prove that I can somehow perceive changes in the timeline when they occur. It's an ability only I seem to possess. This has been proven by our previous D-mail experiments. I don't know, but I don't want to rely on something that may not even exist. Anyway, you can't control which possibilities you observe. Even if the many worlds interpretation holds true, it's unreasonable to expect that you'll ever find a world where Mayuri doesn't die. Wait, we're not getting anywhere. Instead of analyzing what I've done, let's think about what we can do. Time leaving won't change the result. I just said that. What do we do? Calm down. How can I calm down? Do you know how many times I've seen Mayuri die? Covered in blood, gasping for breath, the light fading from her eyes. Again and again and again. All I could do was watch. Getting emotional won't solve anything. You're only calm because you weren't there. True, I don't know what happens 5 hours from now. To be honest, it doesn't feel real at all. But it's not like I don't believe you. You have to stay strong, Okabe. Okabe. Damn it, see? Sorry. Right, getting emotional won't solve anything. You need to calm down. Calm down. What I don't understand is how the cause can change, but the effect can stay the same. That causality itself is broken. Maybe Kiryu Moika shooting her isn't the real cause of her death. Maybe it's something larger and less obvious. For example, maybe she dies because we invented a time machine, or because CERN discovered our hacking. If that's the cause, then it doesn't really matter how she dies, causality remains intact. Can that theory explain why Ney pushed her in front of the train? Oh, right. Anyway, the principle of causality is absolute. Deny that, and you deny all of physics. Must be a distinct cause for Mayuri's death. So if we figure out what it is, then maybe we can save her? Not necessarily. What do you mean? The problem is when the casual event occurred. If it happened too far in the past, then there's nothing we can do. I can travel to any time I had a cell phone, can't I? No, it's still theoretical, but I believe that one leap with our machine has a maximum range of 48 hours. Oh, that ain't good. 48 hours? That's what, 2 days? Damn, 2 days? 48 hours? I can only get back 2 days? Why didn't you tell me that before? Before what? I just finished the time leak machine, remember? It's true. Future, you didn't say anything about it either. Oh, so that's what you mean. Maybe she just didn't have the chance. How come I can only leap 48 hours? I don't know. Even if I don't understand everything that's going on inside that thing. You can do consecutive leaps, that is, as long as the time leap machine exists. For example, if the time leap machine remains functional for 10 straight years, you could leap back to this moment 10 years from now. Of course, it would take a total of, damn, 1,825 leaps, so I don't recommend it. Still, it's theoretically possible. Jesus. And what's the problem? Aren't you listening? I said as long as the time leap machine exists. When was the machine completed? Exactly around 2:00 p.m. on August 13th, 2010. Didn't exist before then. Impossible to use the machine before 2 p.m. today. So what you're saying is, count 48 hours back. You can't go back further than 2 p.m. on the 11th. Most likely. Can't you improve it? Eventually, maybe, but certainly not now. You'd need a real laboratory with real equipment. It would be expensive, which means we'd need sponsors. And if we go looking, I'm pretty sure CERN would crush us. I say that proven by the fact that neither of you nor I have leapt here from the far future yet. So basically, can't do anything. Even with the time leap machine, we can't stop CERN from killing Mayuri 5 hours from now? At that moment, I hear a clatter from outside. That's when I realized just how foolish I was being. What was I thinking? Getting so worked up, God knows. Who could be listening to us? Dash outside in a panic to see Suzuha, of all people. Hey! I tried to get her attention, but she ran off without so much as a look in my direction. What's with her? She's acting strange. Instinct tells me that she knows something. My gut tells me so. Hey, where are you going? Something going on here. This is a completely new sequence of events. This has to mean something. I can feel it. Suzuha's already out of sight. She must have been heading towards Chuodori. I wonder if her phone's on. And to think of it, this reminds me of something. I'm also on Salty On the one day she failed to meet her father, she disappeared without a word. Just an email saying bye. I couldn't find Suzuha no matter how hard I searched. So I sent a D-mail to change the past, so she would stay. Where did Suzuha go after failing to find her father? Suzuha, I need to talk to you. I'm sorry, it's all my fault. What? Because I acted like a spoiled child. This time I'm going. Bye. Hey, Suzuha, wait! happening again. Suzuha's trying to go somewhere else. Search up and down Chuodori to find no trace of Suzuha or her bike. I have to be careful. They could already be rounders here in Akiba. Maybe I could coordinate her on my next time leap. Press her for answers before she can escape. I better go back to the lab. I start walking away from the station, but just then... people around me gasp and point. Everyone's looking up at the sky. I turn and look up too. What? Someone inside? Is it even operable? If it is, who could operate it? Suzuha? Could it be Moika? Like my previous time leaps, this time Suzuha overheard my conversation with Kurisu and ran off. Something different. Suddenly, the satellite starts to move. Suzuha might be up there. What is she trying to do? What is that satellite? How is it related to John Teeter? Be a time machine? There's only one way to know for sure. I need to get there before Suzuha does something. Suzuha! Okubi Rentaro. The interior of the satellite was far more simple than I expected. The only things that really caught my eye were the pilot seat and the monitors affixed to its arms. Monitors displayed numbers in a large font that I could read from where I stood. The upper monitor read 2010, 813, and the lower monitor 1975, 813. Suzuha sits in the seat and types away at the keyboard with a practiced hand. What are you doing? It's not working? You know how to use that thing? Not working. Answer me. Amane, Suzuha. Swallow hard and ask the question. This is a time machine, isn't it? You a time traveler? Ah, shit, it's about to hit the fan. I'm John Teeter. Oh, she. Damn. Still a big crowd outside, so we exit the building on the side facing away from the station. What do you mean you're John Teeter? Exactly what it sounds like. I'm the John Teeter who's been posting on that channel. Thought he was a guy. I fooled you. Guess my camouflage worked then. Where are you hiding from? CERN. Stories you posted, were they? True, mostly. Few exceptions. Those exceptions that bother me. You came from 2036 in that satellite? That's your time machine? Hoping you wouldn't find out. My time machine went and broke on me. Really screwed up, huh? That Teeter's time machine was loaded on a Chevy. Chevy? That's a car, right? Where'd you hear that? The Teeter in 2000 said so. 2000? Might be on a different world line. At least I haven't been to 2000. I came straight here from 2036. But was someone else? True that Teeter never posted in 2000, not on the current world line. You know. You ever heard my conversation with Kurisu, right? Why did you run to the time machine? What are you trying to do? Thought it was my fault. What? As I neglected my mission, CERN was able to put their plan into motion. Is it true? Is it true that CERN kills Shina Mayuri? It's true. I timed it 5 hours in the future. Time leaped? You guys completed your time machine. I need answers. What do you mean it's your fault?